Let's get some healthy drink for us. I'm just going to place the camera on the holder. I will quickly share and we will continue. Okay? Okay, we are back. Quick share and we are back. Okay, we are back. Quick share and we are back. So today we are on a timer. Good morning from Manchester. Another beautiful day. We can't complain. I tell you, it's been amazing. Amazing few weeks of lovely weather for a change. Let me know where you're calling me from. It's live, so we can chat. Let's chat juice while we juice. Good morning. I'm ready for another fresh drink, the perfect delight. I call it a delight because it's a beautiful spring morning and there can't be any better way to refresh our body and get it ready for the delightful weather than fresh juice. And to crown it all, these are some of our ingredients. However, I'm going to move this away because if you've been juicing with me, whether live or on my pre-recorded videos, this is what we call the game changer. These are, number one, I introduce you to my left, possibly your right. To my left are fresh mint leaves. Take a look at these fresh mint leaves. I got them from my back garden. Eh? Just look. There's a kind of joy when you plant and you harvest. They pop up so nicely again I think we planted them 3 years ago. And yeah, during the COVID, no, somewhere towards the end of the COVID, probably 2022, 2021 or 2022, we planted them, and the third year in a row, we are harvesting. How beautiful. So in the winter months, for those of you who are familiar with fresh mint leaf, they die off. They literally just wither. You see nothing. And as the spring begins to show its face, it takes a couple of days. They spring up. Look at that. Last year's was a bit, it was fresh, but it had some spots. I don't know what happened. But I'm just looking at seeing this morning, and I thought I wouldn't be buying any more fresh mint, until this season, the summer finishes. It is so fresh. I hope the camera is doing it justice, and that's what I'm putting in. Pure organic, made by myself. It comes with some joy. Yeah, so good morning, welcome. Thank you for joining our live session today. You're free to like this video, chat with me. That is what makes it fun when you're juicing live. So I'm just introducing these fresh mint leaves grown by our very self in our back garden. And this is the third year in a row we are harvesting, and this one is absolutely popping. Now, I noticed something about fresh mints. If you're experienced in planting these, let me know. They've migrated. So the actual spot we planted them is no longer where they are. There are a few in the actual spot. They've literally nearly taken up half of the space we have there. So yes, and right by it is another fresh herb, and these are corianders planted by us the same time. Actually, this was planted direct into ground soil. This was planted in a big planting pot, a massive planting pot, and the third year in a row we are harvesting. Look at it, so fresh. And just started with a few seeds, and look at this, third year in a row we are getting stuff. Like, I also planted well, my husband also planted spinach. The spinach, we harvested it the first year. It came a little bit the second year, but we've seen nothing of it. Spinach is quite tender, so we'll see. We have fresh rosemary also that is doing amazingly well. Actually, we didn't plant that. We inherited it with the house. And it's doing massively well. In fact, it took me 6 years after living in this house to realize that that was rosemary, because it was somewhere you don't always go to. So since then, I appreciate it. So maybe next time we'll have our fresh rosemary. So these are what we are juicing today, and I'm good to go. Are you ready? Remember to like this video. Yes. So let's juice. I'll get all the stuff and we will introduce what we are juicing today. Tell me, what's your favorite juice recipe? What would you like most? What are the 3 things you would like to see in your juices? I have my 3 regulars, like they will always be there, except. So tell me, what are the 3 things you would love in your juice? Oops, I'm literally just trying to set. Sorry about that volume. So let's do this. Let's just. Hi. Thank you for joining. You're welcome. Okay, let's juice. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. I just want to make sure everything is set right. Yes. Okay, let's do this. So fresh mint leaf and fresh coriander from my back garden. I am filled with joy because I'm going to be juicing what I made. Not just the juice, but the leaves as well. So these are our VIP in the building today. Okay, so it's wash time. I like to wash all my leaves, greens together. That way it's easier. Now, see, it's important to wash. I can't stress that enough. Insects came in with me, of course, from the garden. So don't say I planted it, it looks clean. Just wash. You never know what it's been exposed to. Okay, so let's get going. We'll tidy up here later. Let's get our chopping board handy and our knife for chopping. So that's ready. Let's wash. Join me at the sink. As usual, we have our compost bowl for disposing things handy. That way we don't have to waste too much time at the end, because everything is in one place. One thing I thought I could also do is grab a compost bag, so I don't have to do that twice while we're waiting for that water to fill out. So our compost bag here, if I just place it in here, everything goes in. That's another extra time saved. Hack. So I just get all the deaths, leftovers, not leftover things we're not using, the chaff and all of that we don't need for the juice in here, straight on tie at the end. Just keep watching. You will get the hang of it. I'm sure you already know. So by filling the basin and letting the water overflow, whatever is hanging around that is not needed for this juice will flow, kind of floats. These are very gut friendly. Mint leaf I love in my teas, I love in my juices. They bring calm to the juice. And the corianders are very gut friendly as well, and they're natural detoxifying properties that help detox our bodies. Yeah, so they are very medicinal. Herbs are meant for our body. I like to try this first. I should have done this first so that there's nothing that will be trapped that I don't need in the sieve. So now onto the sieve, nothing is there. I don't see any more insects. So I'll do a lot of quiet and let you enjoy the actual action. So while that is soaking up the second time, I'll grab a few things that I need. My clean towel to dry my hands, and I'll be introducing you to other ingredients that we need. So we are going to be juicing bell pepper. I think we have juiced so far on our lives, we've juiced green pepper. I believe we juiced the red bell pepper. Today is the orange bell pepper, and we know that bell peppers, they are healthy pepper in general. As much as people don't like them, they are healthy. But one thing about bell pepper, they are not very spicy, but you still get the benefit of the nutrients. That's that. Loaded with vitamin C, and we'll add a vibrant color to it. Vitamin C. Remember the title for this juice is glow up juice. So keep our skin popping. It's springtime. We love the sun, but it's also a bit, will I say, harsh on our direct skin. So nourishing our skin with what will help you rejuvenate, revive is important. So vitamin C, we'll be going in there. We'll be adding carrots. I have quite a few carrots to add. Hubby is going to be sharing this juice with me. So when I add some of these ingredients, I know some people will say, tell us the quantity. I eyeball a lot of things, but so I kind of imagine if I was chewing these carrots, I'm making this juice for two. I don't believe it will exceed 1.5 liters, and I need plenty for hydration. I'll be chewing at least 2 carrots. So I add it to my juice and I drink. So I might, it's not very big carrots. So I brought out these 5. They are small, fairly medium, will I call it? Fairly medium, will I call it? So it's not that big. You could find a carrot that is 3 times this, you still chew. So this is a reasonable portion for 2 people. So that's it. So I imagine what I would if I was chewing it without juicing it. So we are adding this as well. We're going to be washing. We are adding our celery. As usual, we are going to be washing. I don't need to do much with that. With these herbs, the mint, fresh mint leaf and fresh coriander from our garden. I don't need to chop it up or anything. So I just need to grab a bowl and pop it in. So that's ready for juicing. I feel a stem that is a bit hard, but it's not. It's fair. I'm happy with it. It's fresh, so it's okay. Yep. So we leave that there, and we will just go off and wash what we need to wash. Let's go with this bell pepper. I don't need to sieve anymore. As usual, I'll grab my sponge. It's smooth surface, so it's easy to prep. I think I have some soapy here. I didn't put this phone on do not call or do not disturb, so much noise coming through. So that is ready. Let's do so we've done those. It's time to give the carrots a good scrub. I don't scrape my carrots. I just scrub it nicely until I'm satisfied. But I always say, do you be you. Broke that. If there are any openings, exposure, I take time to scrub it and maybe chop it off when I'm chopping them. So that's done. Share out so that others will join us as well. Loaded with vitamin A carrots. Also contains some amount of vitamin C. Vitamin A, great for the skin, great for the eyes, great for the bones. So you can't go wrong with carrots. And it's going to add some earthy sweetness to the juice because it's a root. So that's why I call it the earthy sweetness. It has some soil kind of taste, flavor, because it was grown under the ground. There's quite a few dirty stuff here, so I'll just make sure I didn't miss anything. Just putting these here. I think that is good to go. Ready for chopping. Nice and clean, ready to go. So that will go there. Let's give our, pop that across. Celery, I will need the chopping board. No, I can do it the old school way. So with celery, I chop up, I de-skin. Yeah. I also, there are some, the end of the stem looks a bit old. I always chop it off. So, yep. And I will slice it into two. And we'll be ready to scrub. I can't say it enough. Scrub your celery. A lot of things come in between the stems or stalks. So I'm just popping up what I don't need here. Okay. This one looks relatively decent. Nevertheless, we scrub. Natural diuretics, natural water that does the body good. Celery contains. It will increase the volume of the juice, so dilute the juice with its fluid and balance of electrolytes that our bodies need to glow. So one thing the warm weather does is sap a lot of our electrolytes and energy. And sometimes just water doesn't complete it. You need a bit of balance or extra, and celery will do it for you because it has that extra electrolytes that will balance out and replenish what we have lost from the evaporation of the sun. Because what happens, there will be a concentration when fluid goes off us from the heat of the sun. There'll be a concentration of certain electrolytes, so these contain it. Concentration reduction depending on which electrolyte it is. This will give that full replacement, nourishing replacements, and it will help to clear the bladder from everything that is gathered there. The bladder is like a bowl or a pot. When you pour things into it, they settle, isn't it? It's not just, I know we have urine, but there's a lot of things contained in the urine which sometimes settle into the bag, and if not properly cleared, becomes an issue. So with plenty of fluid from celery, bladder is cleansed, the kidney does the processing and gets things moving that needs to leave our body. Now this punch is ready for replacement. You agree with me? It has seen better days. Since these days are this week, we have used it for scrubbing all sorts, so it's ready to go into the bin now after this session. So, oh, I can't lose that celery leaf. I cherish everything. Remember, mindfulness and intentionality don't clog your sink. So be careful. I watch and I have my sink drainer set at a place where things will hardly escape, but water will still drain. So be mindful. That time, I think we are relatively okay. I am happy. If there's anything, I'm happy with that. If I'm so concerned, I just slice that portion out. And I am going to be adding lemon and of course ginger, so we'll just wash it. A good chunk of ginger. I think I might add one more. Just a tiny mini I have somewhere. I don't want it wasting. So yeah, thumb size. Just say that's one thumb size. I will say one because this is chunky, and then half. So 2.5 thumb size of ginger we're adding, and one lemon, fresh lemon. Just give it a little scrub because I don't believe I'll be peeling it off. You can peel it, or you don't have to. Today I'm juicing it together, so I just make sure it's thoroughly washed, and then scrub my ginger as well. Yep, I'm happy with this. As usual, I try to clean along, and we can do the last bit later. I have a few things sitting by the sink drainer. I'll just empty it and let the water go. In our compost bin. So that's it. Ready for juicing. And I think, why do I feel like I'm missing something? Yes, I'm missing one thing we have to find out together. And after that, we are ready for juicing. So I'll leave that here so we can appreciate what nature has offered us to do our bodies good, heal us, refresh us, revive, rejuvenate, and keep us in the best physical health and even emotional, because if our body is troubled, we become emotionally troubled. So yeah, gift from nature. So I'll just move this aside and we can get ready our last ingredients before we juice. Take this away, make space, make room. I'll wash this off before use. A bit of tidy here. We are ready. We are ready. So yes, if you joined me live, the last live I did, I had a pineapple that I chopped into two. I was going to use it for the next juice. So here it is. I was meant to juice yesterday, but I had some leftover from my broccoli live session. You can watch that one as well. I called that a healing juice. So that is the pineapple we are going to be adding. As usual, pineapple brings joy. I left it in the fridge. There's a little ripening happening, which we are going to chop off, but it's still perfect for our juice. Okay, let's peel it and see if, yes, I don't have to wash it. What I naturally do is to slice off the exposed ends as required and then peel off. The weather is warmer now, so fruits and vegetables tend to kind of go off quickly, but if I didn't use this today, then I don't think it will be fresh for tomorrow. So same thing here. So that's it done. Pineapple is ready. Let's clear up. Wind the bowl for this. With the bell pepper, we will chop it open and see. But the sisters, that's the green and red ones I bought, I opened them. It was seedless. So let's see if I'll just slice off that black end. Oh, this is seeded. You see, never assume. I won't be too bothered about removing all the seed. I think it should be fine. So, like I said, bell pepper it's not as spicy as bonnet pepper, jalapeno pepper, and all that. So, besides, I like spicy, so I honestly don't mind. So, look at that blend of color. Nature is indeed beautiful, beautifully and wonderfully made for us to enjoy. Ooh! So, yeah. I think we are ready to get the juicer into the building. Just washing off the chopping board because we don't need it any longer. Drain. So once again, these are what we'll be juicing. That. So we have carrots, bell pepper, fresh coriander from my garden and fresh mint from my garden, leftover pineapple from last juicing. We have lemon, fresh lemon here, which we are going to be juicing with the seed. I think I'll just chop up that end. We have celery, which we've dismembered and washed properly, and we have 2.5 thumb size of ginger to go with it. Are you ready for juicing? I am. I'll just chop up that black end. I don't have any problem chopping it here. So I just like to make sure. Yep, that's it. Okay, let's make the way for the game changer, which is the juicer. I'll grab the juicer. I need a socket, a plug. I'll grab one. And we are going to be juicing with my Nama juicer. If you've been following me, you already introduced. If you have not, the unboxing of my Nama J2 juicer, slow juicer, is there, hands-free. Yep. And I will also grab the rest of the parts of the juicer. So far, it served me well. And let's mount them. I'm just going to extend this stand so we can see everything happening. Okay, let's get the inner bits. As usual, I will use my smallest of them, eyed strainer for the juice. So let's get in there. And the grinder, it's a slow juicer, and slow juicers tend to produce the best quality juice according to research, because they don't put so much pressure. It's more of a grinder than the speed. The speed of centrifugal juicers, fast juicers, they said it produces heat, which reduces the quality of your product. So, but the slow grinder kind of takes it easy, so it's still nice and cold. So it's also called a cold press juicer. That's it. All done. I think I still need to extend this if there's anything more to extend. Otherwise, I'll just raise this up. So let's open this. So make sure there's nothing we don't want inside. So that's nice and clean. Let's get the catchers on board. So first of all, we have the chaff catcher. And next in line, we have the juice catcher. So, yep, that's it. So let's, somehow I feel like I have more. Yeah, I do. I was wondering why I'm not getting more extension. So that's that. So let's load our juices, ingredients into the juicer. I'll just wash my hands. And I will move this out of my way, the rest of the pasta we're not using today. And we are good to go. As usual, remind me what goes in first. If you've been following me, you already know that hack. So we are going to go in with our greens first, according to manufacturer's guide. And then we pile up. Ooh, that pepper is peppering us up. It's falling off. Then put a bit of pressure with these and more. I like to also add it's just a personal thing. Add my ginger and lemon in first batch. Then I'll add pineapple, will give you that weight. Yep. So it's just time. We have them in now. So close. And let's get this ball rolling. So I'll just make sure this is turned on. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So we can see chaff is coming through. Not as quickly as I want it, but it's doing the job slowly and steadily wins the race. And we so far have just about 350 mils of juice already made. Ooh, look at that quick push. So you watch that, I clear out. As usual. Deal? I'll start putting away ingredients that we don't need. I think I didn't use the apple after all. So far we have just over 450. And I think it's time to empty. I believe we are done with this. Let's have a little peek. So yeah, I think everything is reasonably gone in. Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. So let's empty this. I'm just moving the stand around, so pardon the shaking. Are you ready? Ooh, liquid gold. Perfect for our body. So, and we load up more. So what do we do next? I think carrots. What say you? So carrot going. Today I'm just not cutting up. There's an escapee coriander here. That will need some breaking up. I know what to do with it. You just watch my tip. So, yep. Carrot in. They are fighting. So what I'll do, I'll cut it off close and let's see. They are fighting hard to escape. But we win. So what I will do is add the last one. I'm just adding it through the hole there. We'll see what happens to it. Oh yeah, gone in. Ooh. Yep, so let's see how much we made. About 380 meals. Do we all agree? Yeah, because that's 350, that's 400, so that's well between it. Yeah, see that popping color. It stopped, so that's our indication to say there's nothing more grinding inside. Let's empty. Ooh, look at that jug of goodness. Now, the last but not the least, we have celery. So let's get our celery in here. So if I don't want to open, I could just get them in from the top. And you see, I'll just keep going. I'm still adding from top there. Yep, all loaded now. And they're beginning to turn up here. Okay, so you watch and alert me when you think it's done. while I wash up. Yeah, it looks like we are done. That's almost stopped moving. I'll give it 2 more seconds and we'll be good to go. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Ready to empty. So we got 450 and I believe it's going to fit in our jug. 450 mils. Let's see what that color looks like. So it's a blend of pale green from celery adulterated by leftover carrots in the jug. So yeah. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. So just about a liter of good health. A liter of glow up juice. Freshly made by us because you are part of it. So what I do, I just tilt my juicer a little to get whatever is standing in there. Look at that. Make food your medicine. Again, I say make food your medicine. So inside this juice, we'll just reiterate what we juiced. Fresh mint and coriander from my back garden, very organic, added with lemon, ginger, celery. What else am I forgetting? Leftover pineapple, bell pepper, orange bell pepper to get this glow up springtime fresh morning juice, ready to detoxify, boost our energy, help our gut health, yes, and keep us glowing from inside out. If you're a woman over 50, that juice is perfectly for you. Hormonal balancing juice. So yeah, that's it. And for those who are ready to wash the juicer with me, hang in there. Turn off. Let's get this. I'll get this out of the way. Everything we don't need out of the way. We'll get the juicer out of the way. And here we go. Fresh. All fresh. This is juice chaff. Juice chaff. I hope the lighting is letting you see. So, juice chaff. Okay, so that goes in the bin. And this is what we are left with to enjoy. Make food your medicine. Again, I say, make food your medicine. This is the perfect wellness juice for a spring morning, made fresh by us to give ourselves, our physical and our mental mind a mindful, intentional juice for life, healing, health. Okay, let's enjoy. Again, I said we'll be popping it into my favorite jug. I'll get this out of our way. That jug, I use it for storage. I store my juice. If I make a batch juice or excess, I store it in there. Best tip, in a glass jar with good tight cover, filled to the brim. Sometimes I have half of it, but I try as much as possible to fill. But if you have half, nothing spoiled. This juice I can leave in the fridge for up to 5 days. So, but we are downing it today. We are enjoying this juice today, myself and Bobby. So I'm just going to fill out some for hubby, and whatever is left I will take. I just need to stir it. Okay, so I'm going to give him about 200 mils. That's that. And for myself, 650 thereabouts. Look at that jug of good health. Make food your medicine. Make food your medicine. Give him a little extra top up. It's my juice. He's an attachment to the juice. So, yeah. Cheers. Hi, hubby. Juice is ready. Okay. Now, let's tidy up. I'll leave this to sit here. Sit behind me on the breakfast counter. And we can tidy up. Yeah. Juicing, this is the reality of juicing. There'll be mess. But we are giving our bodies, which is our most prized treasure here on earth, the best chance to serve us properly. So let's tidy up. Nothing spoil. Okay, first on the line, the cups. I'm not sure you are seeing clearly, so I will just adjust these because I need you to wash with me. Yeah, I think that's better. I'm just rinsing out the top of the sink tray so I can place the clean ones in there. That's the mess we made, but we are going to be adding into it the chaff from the juice. So that is tight and goes in the bin, but I want to get a photograph of that, so I'll leave it untied at the moment. So that cup goes in for washing. And let's get the juicer. What I can do is to detach the extension from it. Then I get this out of the way. This doesn't need washing, it just needs a little damp clean, which I'm going to be offering it with my nicely clean soapy cloth, clean cloth. You don't wash this, please. This is the engine. Okay. And that just dry it up, let it sit somewhere to air, and we are good to go. Okay. Now, I'll rinse this to create space for the roast. Now, these are the ones you wash, and if you following me, there's a special brush that came with it. Lengthy brush with the ends, tiny brush, sharp or pick end for getting into nozzles, and the nice big brush. It honestly does help to get into all the nooks and crannies. Oh, just let this sit here. Just being kind to my sink drainer by taking time to get all of these out. Add into my bowl. I'll leave it here so it's close by because I need it. My brush comes handy as well. In there, just getting with the pick end to get everything out. Some leftovers there where the brush comes in handy as well to get stuff out. Now, a few die-hard chaff moving in there. I'm always particular watching that. Tell me if you have a Nama juicer, are you as conscious as me with that little attachment? I feel like I will strain it away with water, so I always watch it like a hawk. This time, that's ready for storage. So I'll leave it in the tray for draining, and I'll just make sure I have my green little bits in there. Let it sit and drain. And the last but not the least is the biggie in the building, the container. So that's it, done, dusted. And I'll just let it sit in the tray where I let it drain, because it will be on duty tomorrow again. So that is in the tray now. Just need to sort out my sink string. So that's it. All washed. Thank you for joining me on today's live. I've enjoyed juicing with you. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment. Doing all of this help the video a lot, and we are in this together, juice lovers. So like this video, share this video, leave a comment for me in the comment section, and until I see you in my next video, don't forget to make food. Make food your medicine. So I'll just dry out our work surface and leave it nice and tidy for the next person at home. That might be me. I still have a few bits and bobs here. Let it sit in the strainer. That one we say bye-bye to it because I've thoroughly used it. So bye, sponge. Thank you for serving us. So all nice and clean. Next juice. So I will see you over the weekend. Just making sure nothing escapes me. So yeah, all sorted. Yep, good to go. Thank you once again, and I will go enjoy my juice. Make yours and enjoy, okay? This is for me. Bye. Make food your medicine. Bye bye.